Chapter 3. First Contact. The catering truck rattled over the gravel road, dust rising behind it in the cool morning air. Emma sat in the passenger seat, nervously clutching the strap of her bag. She had spent the last 2 weeks in quiet training with the CIA. Not spycraft, not weapons, nothing like that. Just preparation, how to blend in at camp, how to carry herself, how to notice small details without drawing attention. Now it was real. The construction camp came into view. Rows of trailers, heavy machinery at rest, men in orange vests moving like ants across the site. It looked ordinary, almost boring. But Emma knew one of those men wasn't ordinary at all. Her heart raced. Elias Ward was here. The catering company's staff moved quickly, unloading boxes and setting up the long tables inside the mess hall. Emma tied on her apron and followed instructions. Coffee urns to the side, trays of eggs, bacon, toast. Keep the line moving. The men filed in hungry and loud, their boots thudding against the metal floor. Some nodded at her, a few smiled politely, most didn't pay attention. Camp life was routine, and she was just another new face. And then he walked in. Elias Ward, she recognized him instantly from the photo. Taller than she expected. Shoulders broad from labor, dark hair tucked under his cap. His face was serious, unreadable, but his eyes were sharp, scanning, taking in everything. He moved through the line without a word, plate in hand, nodding politely when Emma served him scrambled eggs. "Thank you," he said quietly, his voice low but firm. Emma almost forgot to breathe. "You're welcome," she managed, offering a small smile. He didn't linger, just moved on, found a seat at the edge of the room, and ate alone. The day passed in a blur of serving meals and cleaning trays. Emma stole glances when she could. Elias worked like the others, but there was a precision to him. Efficient. Focused. He didn't joke or complain like the rest of the crew. At dinner, the line formed again. This time Elias hesitated, looking at her for a moment longer as she scooped potatoes onto his plate. "New here?" he asked, his tone cautious. Emma nodded. "Yeah, first week." Elias gave a small grunt of acknowledgement. "Long hours. You'll get used to it." He moved on again, but the brief exchange felt like something more. A door cracked open, just slightly. Later that night, Emma sat on her narrow bunk in the staff quarters, staring at the ceiling. It had been nothing, a thank you, a simple question, but her mind replayed it again and again. Elias Ward wasn't unfriendly. He wasn't rude. He was guarded, careful. And for the first time since she agreed to this mission, Emma felt a strange certainty. This wasn't going to be easy. But there was something about him, something in those eyes, that made her want to try. Outside, the camp lights glowed against the dark Canadian sky. Inside, two strangers had spoken only a handful of words, but the first thread between them had been tied.